What's up, guys? It's your boy Izzy. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Izzy's Life Vlogs. Here we are back at it again with my boy Legendary the Poet. Say what's up, man.
People of the world, people of Earth and Buffalo and so on. How you doing?
You guys really seem to enjoy these videos. The last time we did it, the last video we did, that video is skyrocketing right now. I love it. This is the best video I've had in months. So if you like that video, please feel free to join and stay with us for this one. And if you haven't seen that video, click that annotation right there, right above my head, and go check out that video. And if you like what you see so far, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right there down below. Turn on your post notifications. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you thought, your feedback, and all the awesomeness that you do with YouTube. You guys know that pushes the algorithm, so it makes my content easier to be found. And with that, let's get into the video. So today, we kind of wanted to get into the struggles of dealing with relationships and dating with disabilities. Do you want to give your feedback on that real quick?
I just want to start by saying, I don't know, I think it goes beyond the classic rhetoric we get of, oh, you got to put yourself out there. Oh, you got to put yourself out there. There's someone out there for everyone. Okay, now that we've gotten the brochure answer out of the way, next, because I think, and not that there aren't insecurities or worries for everybody, but when you have a disability, it comes like with a little extra. I mean, this isn't Connect Four where you just drop in some checkers and hope you get four in a row. Like, this is Monopoly. You got to strategize, you got to plan, you got to pick which piece you want to be on the board. It's a whole. There's a lot to it. And it can be difficult sometimes.
Do you find that it's more of a waiting game, or do you find that it's like, if we put ourselves out there, maybe that one girl will show up?
It's hard to say because I've been on both ends of the spectrum. I've been told both, you got to put yourself out there. And I mean, with what I do with poetry, with all due respect, what do you think I'm doing? You're kind of already out there as it is. And I know with everything you do with your presentations and what have you, you're kind of already out there. So it's like, it's not just a matter of you being out there. It's also a matter of people being interested, trying to link up and find someone that likes the things you like, or you like the things they like, or, compromise between your likes and dislikes. It's trying to find that common ground. And there's a little more to it than just putting yourself out there. Ain't we already out here? We were already born and came into the world. So I think we out here. I think we got that part. I think we nailed it. We out here. In fact, we've been out here for nearly 30 years, and it will be 30 years as of this November. So people, we have nailed the put up. In fact, we didn't even put ourselves out here. Our parents put us out here. You want to get technical about it? Yeah, they got together. They decided they liked each other, and they did the dance. And dun, 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 here we are making videos for you guys. So yeah, the putting yourselves out there that part's cool. It's the rest of it that's difficult.
Do you find that when you, quote unquote, put yourself out there for a girl, the first thing that they see is your gait, or the way you kind of stare sometimes, and you're just like off into space? What do you think?
I wouldn't say it's the first thing they notice. I think that's just something that I personally definitely zero in on, and I personally find it to be something they're staring at, And as far as your other question, I don't know. These are things I zero in on, and there's a self-consciousness that comes with having a CP. I don't know about you, but for me, definitely. And I hate to look rude because my eyes are kind of lazy and they do kind of do their own thing, and I don't want to look rude. So, but it is something that definitely, like, it's not easy to say to someone, I have a disability. I remember my mom telling me, you have to be upfront and honest about that, so that, that way you don't get hurt in trying to hide the fact you have a condition. Because if you're talking over the phone, that's one thing, but to meet up in person, maybe that, there are some shallow, evil people out here who are very shallow and very physical. So it's up to us to be confident in ourselves, which is difficult. Yeah.
I I can speak to the fact that I know for me, the first thing, I mean, if we're talking on the phone, fine, that's cool. But I know the first thing that they see when they see me in person is this 500-pound contraption that I'm strapped to. You know what I mean? And I feel like for some girls, that's a huge turnoff. Now, do I find myself like being more attracted to females that are in a wheelchair per se? Sometimes, but I think it's more because of the rejection that I am expecting to feel when it comes to trying to talk to a girl that isn't in a wheelchair or doesn't have an obvious disability.
I don't know. I just it's hard to say because I definitely, again, I know we touched on this in the last video. It's I would definitely date someone with a disability. I would, but they kind of get it, which is a good thing. But I find myself attracted to people who don't, you know, on a daily basis. And I remember on several occasions where it was implied that, a lady and I would really get together because we both have a disability. And it's kind of insulting in a way because it's like they're implying that the only reason we would be a good couple is because we both have a disability.
I get
And
that
not,
all the time too. But go
yeah,
ahead.
and it's not who we are as people that connects us. And second, it's insulting on a second level because you're also sort of implying that why bother trying to be with a young lady that doesn't have a disability, because you don't have a shot. So it's insulting. It's a double barrel shotgun, so to speak, and you kind of get hit with both of those, and it's really rude. And I've had both applied to me on several occasions, and it don't make you feel good at the end of the day. I'll tell you that right now.
Now, to kind of switch gears for a little bit, I know some of the conversations that we've had, and we'll double back to the original topic in a few minutes, but I know some of the conversations that we've had, we have talked about, well, maybe it's time for us to move to another state to see what else is out there, because we feel like most of the people or friends or girls that we encounter are getting kind of, not to say stale, don't get me wrong, we love our friends, but it's like, is it time for us to explore something new surroundings? Do you feel like that is a part of it? Like, do you feel like Buffalo is just not offering you what you want?
I wouldn't say that Buffalo isn't offering me anything I want per se. I think a couple of things that come into play with me, as far as Buffalo concerned, everyone is either in a relationship or doesn't want one, and I mean that I know, huh?
For multiple reasons. They don't want one for multiple reasons because I've been there.
Yeah, let's make that clear. There are just like several reasons that we don't have time in this video to get into. So quick word from our sponsor, me. Be upfront, and sometimes it doesn't help someone when you're giving them a long list of reasons. Don't give them the story. Sometimes a quick yes or no will do. It's bad enough that we think we're gonna get a no and we know it's coming. It's like Family Feud. You're about to get the buzzer, so just give us the buzzer and hit us with it. Sometimes you're not helping when you give us the whole menu of reasons of why we just feel like you're running us. So quick word from that sponsor. Getting back to the topic, I just they're either in a relationship or they don't want one for, as you said, several reasons. And I have plenty of friends who I felt were a good match, and they either did not want to be in a relationship or they already are in a relationship, which quite frankly sucks for me. So, and it's also hard in Buffalo to find someone that kind of meshes with your personality. I know for myself, I'm kind of not, because we rely a lot on image, what we see. You know what I mean? We base what we would eat on if we see it first. If we see food, oh, that looks cool, or oh, that doesn't look something, doesn't look too appetizing. So appearance does have a lot to do with it, and I think having a disability That's one of the alarms that kind of just goes off in your head, like one of those DEFCON 5 alarms or something. And yeah, just finding someone who meshes with you. My brother has mentioned relocating on several levels because it's the energy of the environment, and that maybe that does play a factor. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I've had several conversations with friends and family who live out of state, and it's just like, is it time for Izzy to go explore somewhere else? I've always wanted to go back to North Carolina. We went to North Carolina back in 005, and we were there for a weekend, and I loved it. It was 50 degrees in November. I was like, shit, we don't get this in Buffalo, you know? And I mean, and I've always wanted to go back and visit and see what life is like out there. But then at the same time, it's like, I don't know, for you, it would be a lot easier for you to navigate another state because, again, you don't need as much adaptive equipment as I do. But for me, it would be difficult because I need to make sure that I can get everything I need to be able to live my normal everyday life. And I don't know how easy it is in another state.
I want to touch on a point really quickly. That's why I've never really relocated. I mean, I've been to North Carolina. I've been to Raleigh, Durham. Went there for a couple of weeks a few years ago, and I loved it. Oh my god. I don't know if it was because I loved it that much or because it wasn't Buffalo. When you've been somewhere your whole life, anywhere is awesome. And I went to North Carolina, and it was amazing. The Southern hospitality is a real thing, depending on where you go. But the reason I've never relocated is because I've always said this. I see that the help for people with disabilities is not in other states the way we have it here. I mean, here in Buffalo, you've got paratransit, and you've got OPWDD, and you've got, Access VR, and you've got all these other things, XYZ, ABC, down the line. And I don't know about other states, but I know, again, shout to School 84, I think New York is the only state that I've heard of that has a school for people with disabilities. So again, it just wouldn't get that help. So that's why I never relocated. So as far as Buffalo, I've been in a lot of conversations where people want to pass blame back and forth between who's responsible for why relationships don't work out. And it's just about trying to find someone who's not about pointing the fingers or playing the blame game. It's about someone who is willing to heal. And I think one of the biggest problems with relationships is that people want the finished product, not realizing that the growth comes in the process, not the work already being done for you. Because just like school, if the work is done for you, how do you learn anything?
On that quick point, I just have to say, I hate the commercial for Google where they say, how do you solve X? And all you got to do is take a picture of the equation and it'll solve it.
I just want to say that commercial personally insults me because I was horrible at math, and had I had the Google that they have in that commercial, I would have been a straight A student, and my teacher would have never known a thing. Did you write this all by yourself? Yeah, I sure did. And so I just want to say that commercial totally failed me. You came at the wrong time. And you are a brilliant commercial, but I don't like you. We are not friends. I'm usually okay with most commercials. You are not. You're on the list of commercials I am not okay with. We are not friends. You suck because you came too late in my life. So screw you, Google Algebra.
Where were you 13 years ago when we needed you for algebra?
That's all I'm saying. Solve for X, solve for X, solve for the variable. Listen, you done mixed my letters with my numbers. Okay, I remember eating alphabet cereal. I remember eating alphabet soup, and not a damn part of it had anything to do with numbers. Okay, so then I remember counting my 1, 2, 3s, and there were no letters involved. So now you stirring everything together and wondering why I'm failing the class. Oh, really? Am I the one crazy? Or are you the ones crazy for doing this? You're meshing all this together, and then you want to know why I'm not getting it right. This is one of those things where the peas cannot be touched in the mashed potatoes. The letters are the letters and the numbers are the numbers. And what do you mean solve for X? Listen, people, they're X's for a reason. Why would I want to go back and solve their own problems? That's why they're X's. They got too many damn problems and too many damn variables that I can't figure out. A calculator can't help you figure out what's wrong with people. Okay? A calculator helps you figure out math, not people. So make that clear. Okay, I'm cool.
Now, don't get me wrong. Some of my exes are very cool with, but the ones in math, yeah, no. We just kind of wanted to give you a little bit something different today. Like I said, I know you guys really liked our last video together. So if you guys want to see this turn into a series, maybe Izzy and Tyrone talk about something, let us know down in the comment section. Blow up the comments. You guys know what to do.
I think the main point of this vid is you don't have to deal with shallow people, and don't sell yourself short because of your disability. You're still an amazing, amazing human being. And loving a person with disability is not for the faint of heart. It's not for the weak-hearted. So don't sell yourself short or take less than, or just settle for anything. Don't let that insecurity get to you. Rock your disability. Do your thing, because you're not your disability. You're a human being. And if someone ain't loving you right because they're that shallow, that's them, not you. And with that, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Get this man some views, because he keeps, he harasses me on a daily basis like a landlord who's looking for the rent money. So we're going to cut it short. We got to go. What you say?
Not true. But
that is alive, and you know it. We gotta go and do some adult stuff. We will see you guys.
Yeah, I gotta get back to work. So with that, peace.